Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to day 6 of our plan, A Faith That Works When Life Doesn't. We are in part 3 of 4 parts of this plan. And this morning we are again in James. We are reading out of chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. So if you like to read along and have your Bible in front of you, or the YouVersion Bible app on your tablets or your phone, open up to James chapter 3, reading 5 and 6, and I'm going to read out of the NLT this morning. In the same way, the tongue is a small thing that makes grand speeches, but a tiny spark can set a great forest on fire. And among all the parts of the body, the tongue is a flame of fire. It is a whole world of wickedness, corrupting your entire body. It can set your whole life on fire, for it is set on fire by hell itself. Whew. How true that is. Our tongues can certainly get us into trouble, can't they? Alrighty, let's see what Rick Warren has to say about this. Be wise with your words. When we lack self-control, we're more vulnerable to all kinds of problems. Anything out of control in your life can harm other people and damage your close relationships. Uncontrolled anger, lust, addiction, overspending, drinking, or ambition can create enormous problems. But one of the greatest destroyers of relationships is an uncontrolled tongue. I read once that the average person has about 30 conversations a day. That would mean we spend around 1/5 of our lives talking. At some point, your mouth will probably get you into trouble. The odds are against you. James compares the tongue to a tiny spark because that's all that is needed to create a great forest fire. A careless word can ignite your relationships and make them all go up in smoke. Have you ever met a verbal arsonist? Their words are dangerous. They use words of discouragement, disappointment, accusation, criticism, sarcasm, condemnation, or attack. The list is endless. Gossip is especially destructive because it spreads like an airborne virus. Careless words have destroyed careers, friendships, and families. Instead of heading in a destructive direction, you can choose to use your words to build others up. Catch people doing something right and tell them about it. Affirm their character when they make difficult decisions. Lift them up with words of discouragement. Building others up with encouraging words isn't difficult, but it's uncommon. You reflect God's glory in a dark world when you control your mouth and build others up. And our talk it over questions for this morning. What are some words you can use to build others up? What is one way you can remind yourself to be encouraging when you're tempted to be critical? Why is gossip so destructive? Make an exit plan for how you can avoid participating in gossip. Ooh, this is a good one. Yeah, our tongues can certainly get us into trouble, can't they? I know mine has a few times, probably more than a few times in my life. And it usually comes down to something that is underneath. It's so rarely about the person that you're talking to, or the just the conversation that you're having. So often it's what's going on in you. It's what was going on in me at the time. Something that I hadn't dealt with, something that I wasn't able to have a conversation about, to just feeling a loss of control. I mean, that's really what it is, right? When we feel that we don't have control over a situation or over something, we can tend to lash out with our tongue. And instead of just, pausing and breathing and thinking about how can I say this in a loving way? How can I always be respectful and speak life and not do damage with my tongue? Because once those words are out, you can't take them back. And there's no bigger regret than saying something that hurts someone that you love or someone that you care about because of something that you like, just not being able to control your tongue, not being able to just bite your tongue, so to speak. When I always say bite your tongue, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And there is truth to that. It really, it sometimes it just pays to just bite your tongue, because the damage it can do can have lasting consequences. So I will leave that with you and let you contemplate what's coming up for you, thinking of ways that you can, just really be mindful of what you say to people and how you say it to people. And so that, because just know the power of your tongue. It has the power to build up, but it also has the power to destroy. So let's use it for building one another up. That's what I say. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.